The idea of strapping 5-gallon buckets on the back of my wife's new cart didn't go over well with her, and she said she deserved better, so we picked her up a seat, and this is just a video about installing that seat. Now, I ordered it off of Amazon, and it came about 3 days later. I was really surprised how fast it shipped, and the whole seat fit in 2 boxes there. Came by FedEx, and it was about 80 pounds, I think, the 2 boxes. So it's time to start, working on it. And the reason we got this seat was because it actually retains the basket behind the seat and also those uprights that come on the cart. Most other seats, you remove the uprights and you lose the basket. So to start out, it says to remove all plastic from the cart, which I didn't quite realize how much plastic was on this cart, but I soon found out, and there are a couple of screws there to remove that golf bag holder, and those 3 screws held that basket piece in place. Then there's a couple long kind of plastic threaded screws that hold the struts in, and then a couple that actually hold down that bracket and hold the seat on, and these are the last ones that hold down that big plastic bracket there. Pretty much all the screws are out, and everything feels like it's unattached and stuff, and time to remove the there's 2 big bolts that actually hold those rear struts in place, and they're actually rain gutters also down the middle of them, and then I was able to kind of push that up and just pull the struts out of there. Now the one side I didn't have to pull out because actually the whole thing picked right off, and it turned out that the one bracket that goes on the golf cart there, you can see, was actually broken there. So for now, I just super glued it back together. Just removed the other piece, glued it on, and I'll look for a new bracket in the future. And then this is the good bracket over here. I'm just removing the last screw from there. Now the seat mounting bracket actually goes under that back strut support bracket there, and you have to make sure that you kind of center it on that. There's another hole behind it from the plastic cover that goes in there. You have to make sure that you have it actually centered on there when you tighten it down. And that's pretty much it. There it is. You can see how you have to center that, but that's all that holds the seat on, and that was the main reason you had to remove all that plastic for, was just to get those brackets bolted in place down under there. And then I'm just going to start by putting this plastic cover back in place, and a couple more bolts there that go down through, and just reuse all the existing bolts on this. And in the end, the little seat bracket plastic cover there is just raised a little bit in the back, but at least you get to keep the same struts, which I really like the look of compared to the metal struts that come in the other kits. So I put the strut in, and now it's time to put the mount for the seat back on. And that just slides in where that golf bag holder part went, and a couple tabs locked down and a piece molded in the plastic there. And then I'm just going to use the same screws to reassemble it that I took off the plastic part. So I get that tightened in place, and then the existing back won't fit back in there. But they do give you this nice little metal piece that you just have to snap on the bottom clips here and pull it up in place, and we'll put a couple of screws in there later to hold it. And now I'm just going to put the main seat back on the golf cart, the front seat back. And I really like how this kit kind of retains all this factory equipment, and you tighten up those rain gutters there. Then it's time to start on the bottom part of it, and there's 2 holes in the bottom of the cart you have to put some 3/8 bolts through, but it turned out that the plastic on mine, the holes in the plastic were not lined up with the holes in the aluminum, so I had to just drill the plastic out to open the hole up a little bit so I could mount the brackets. And then there's just a bracket with a spacer that goes in there, and then there's a angle that goes on the bottom. And in the end, I found out you have to make sure that that angle is actually, the bent down lip is actually towards the back of the cart, so it doesn't hit the spring, the back spring shackles. And just do the same thing on the other side. Put the nuts and washers on. Then there's a footrest that you just slide in place. Put a bolt up from the bottom in there, and then there's a strut to actually hold the seat up, the back side of the seat up that drops on each side. Everything's finger tight at this point in time. And now I'm just gonna drop the flip seat assembly on the back there, and it's really a nice, easy, clean assembly on this, the way it goes together. I really like it. Couple bolts that go down through those brackets that went under the plastic parts to hold the front up, and then a couple bolts that go through and pick up those struts on the back side there. Then there's a couple of armrests, one on each side, that goes on and ties everything together. And with everything else, I'm just kind of putting this all together with the nuts on there loosely, so I can do some final adjustment and tightening up later. And everything did really line up perfect and go together nice on this. And then there's just another bolt that ties that bottom of the footrest to the armrest. And in the end, it did actually take me just about 2 hours to get everything put together, lined up, and tightened down. And there's another bolt that goes in. You just have to flip that flip out tray down. And then there's a bar that goes on the back to support the tray when it's flipped out, and also be like a grab bar when you're riding in the back. And that just bolts on. There's some brackets underneath the footrest there that bolts through, and everything is slotted, so you do have to go back and do some final adjustment on it once you get everything. I just kind of snug stuff up so I could just push it around a little bit and get it in the right place. And a couple bolts that go in to hold that upright bar in place. Now the center section of this bar actually supports that tray when it's folded out flat, so you have to do a little fiddling to make sure everything is, see that hook there, everything aligns right. Then decided to put the cushion on, and I just dropped it up against the angle in the front, and there are 6 kind of like self-threading screws that go through holes that are in the diamond plate there. So I just decided to take the first one and just start with the middle one, and you have to get that cushion so it's centered between the bolts that are coming up from the bottom there, and just with the self-threading screw, so you just drive it up into the wood, like through the wood frame, I think, around the cushion. And I made sure everything lined up right before I went back and just started the other 5 screws that go through the pre-drilled holes in there. And the diamond plate on this is kind of flimsy, but all of those screws really did pull it down nice and flat. And I went back and I did a final tightening on them all, and everything flips nice and went together nice. Now, there were 2 M6 screws missing to hold that basket in. Luckily, I had a couple in my shop, so you just need some like 10 millimeter long M6 screws. And then I'm going to put the cushion on the top here, and that's just a couple quarter 20 bolts that come through those brackets. And the cushions, actually, the collar is nice on them. They're really nice cushions, and they do have a layer of plastic protective covering that I'm leaving on there for now, so that's why they look a little shiny and a little bit different color, but they all went together and lined up perfect. And then it was just time to go back and check the alignment and make sure it was perfectly centered on the cart and everything, and then go back and just tighten all the bolts up. And I will say they did a really nice job on this kit. Everything just fit perfect. Everything lined up perfect, and I had zero problem installing it. And I mean, it's not a real heavy duty one. They do make a heavier duty one. This one says it'll hold 400 pounds, but geez, that's a lot less than my grandkids are. So there it is. 2 hours later, all bolted in place, and it does look good. And it does hold my wife and I and everything. So, and it did retain that sweater basket there, which was the main part that I really liked about it. And it kept those good looking roof supports in place. Plus, now she's got a nice area to throw the bushel baskets and stuff like that when going down to the garden. So she's really happy with this one. And there's the actual 2 boxes that it came in and the extra parts I didn't need. Now I had that nice chrome aluminum diamond plate on the back there, so I decided I might as well upgrade the hubcaps to kind of sexy up the whole cart there. So that was a 2-minute job, and I did pick these hubcaps up off of Amazon, and they're like the old Krager SS wheel reproduction there, and takes about a minute to get the old one off to clean up the wheel, and then just pop the new one in, and that really did make a big difference in the look of the cart. So now it all kind of matches together. So I just decided to do this video because I couldn't find any out there that actually showed putting this on one of these club car carts, and how easy it was to get those brackets in place. But you just have to remove all that plastic stuff in the back, and it does actually fit in there nice, and almost looks like a a factory seat using the original struts and stuff. So she's really been having a lot of fun with this cart since she's gotten it, and the only thing I can say is I have a hard time finding her anymore. Sometimes I got to go search a yard just to find her. And this will make it a lot easier hauling the garden stuff around, and also the grandchildren. So I think it was a great addition to the cart. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.